Hello, this is BR549, and this is my first experiment with my Gernade coil testing. And so this is the input from my frequency generator, which is currently at 39 kilohertz, which goes to my processor board, which is programmed for divide by 5 right now, which drives my driver, which drives my yoke, which drives my Gernade coil. The small coil on my Gernade coil then drives my lights. So I'm going to switch on my power, and you can see I'm pulling about 4 amps. This is the output waveform from my driver board going to my yoke. Now I'm going to shut this frequency generator waveform off, and I'm going to turn on the waveform for my output of my small coil to my load. And you can see pulling about 4 amps again, and this is my load. I've got 100 watt bulb switched on. Now I'm going to adjust my frequency generator until my, another thing is, you can see the relationship between my input to my yoke and the output to my load. The switching point is right here. Okay. So now I'm going to adjust my frequency generator for maximum output on my light. Okay. Which increases my amp draw to almost 9 amps. You can see my switch point has moved. And I'm going to turn on my current waveform. This is the current waveform to my load, blue. Okay. So that's maximum output. Now, if I switch in 300 more watts, okay, you can see my switch point between my input or phase relationship has shifted. Again, the blue is my current, the violet is my voltage to my load, and this is the input to my yoke from my driver. So now, if I adjust my frequency again to where my light is the brightest, which is about there, and I have maximum load of input current of about 5 3/4 of an amp. Again, looking at my waveform, you can see that my relationship or phase between the input to my yoke and my output to my lights or my load, the switching point again is right after the peak, voltage peak here. Okay. So if I do that again and I switch in another 300 watts, okay, which we have a total of 700 watts. You can see there's a shift in my phase relationship between my input to my yoke and my output to my load. So again, if I adjust my frequency, for maximum output on my lights, I have a load of about 6.5 amps. Well, 43, but actually I am at 8.3 kilohertz to my yoke. And again, my current, let's turn it down, has increased on my output. And again, the phase relationship between the input to my yoke and the output to my load is again at the same point. So it seems like something at this particular point is happening, and I haven't worked with the high voltage or the catcher yet. I was just trying to understand a few things about the Gernade coil, and that's all I've got right now. I'll continue testing, and thank you for watching, and have a good day.